Ionic enables scalable and consistent data protection by securing all of your organization's sensitive data from unauthorized access and data breaches wherever it lives or travels. Security for decades has been about securing the perimeter around the data. Instead, we focus on protecting the data itself across its entire life cycle at enterprise scale by creating a system of record for contextually defining and enforcing rich data access policies. The fundamental issue is that data security is siloed, but sensitive data is not. Until this problem is solved with consistency, apps and data are at risk, and innovation is stalled. This is data security gridlock. Machina is our data protection engine for managing all types of data throughout its lifecycle. Data handling policies are globally expressed and managed from a single control plane across all of your applications, repositories, and workloads, regardless of where they live or operate. This example HR app uses Machina to provide data handling controls for sensitive data. The developer of this app didn't write policy creation or enforcement code. A few simple SDK calls allowed them to leverage the protection framework and real-time access control provided by Machina. Our user Corey, who is in HR, has access to personal information such as employee's name, government ID, salary, and country of residence, which generally makes sense given his role. However, he currently has access to employee information from different countries. With the rise of privacy regulations such as the GDPR and CCPA, his access needs to be restricted so that he, as a US citizen, can't handle EU residents' data. With Machina, appropriate use control of this data can easily be specified to meet privacy regulations without the development overhead normally required to modify the app or underlying data. Developers no longer worry about data handling, access controls, or protection to keep pace with ever-changing regulations and compliance. In Machina Console, we simply need to enable a policy that restricts access to personal data, such as name, government ID, or salary, to users from the same country. Now with the residency policy in force, Corey can rightfully only view US resident information and is seamlessly denied access to personal information for residents of other countries without changing a single line of code for this app. As privacy laws change, new requirements can be globally enforced in real time by simply changing policies in Machina. Companies can future-proof their apps and data to respond to new regulations that require modified controls and reporting on data usage. Powerful analytics and visualizations show auditors and any stakeholder that you've properly implemented and enforced policy controls in response to regulations. Looking at the last few minutes of activity, we can see that there were two different users making data access requests. A subset of those was allowed, but others were denied due to non-compliance of some sort. The exact policies that resulted in a denial of access are clearly understandable. Corey was denied access to this data object due to the Data Privacy Residency policy. You can see the data attributes used by Machina to determine that access should be denied in this instance. All of these rich attributes can be used to inform policy decisions. Whether you have one app or 1,000 apps accessing all types of data scattered across the ever-changing and increasingly invisible perimeter, Machina makes it powerfully simple to enable scalable, sustainable, and consistent data protection, accelerating your innovation initiatives wherever you are in your journey to the cloud.